Hi guys, and welcome back to our DCUO Let's Play for PS3. I'm Ninja Misty, and with me is...
Ninja Andrew.
And we are going to Smallville, fight Doomsday.
No.
We better get started, because that sounds serious.
Yes, it does. Especially when you say it like that.
Doesn't it? So, actually, Ninja Andrew is going to cue us up, because he's the group leader.
Dang it. You don't want me to just promote you to group leader?
Whatever floats your boat.
You know what floats my boat.
Yar.
Yar.
Alright, so let's see here. Smallville. I'm going...
I got excited for a second because it popped up like with the arrow. But we're not ready to go in yet. Dang it.
Well, seeing as you haven't queued.
You know.
So what we'll do is stop right here and join you back when we're on our way to Smallville.
Sweet.
Okay, guys. So we finally made it to Smallville.
What? Thank God.
Yes. Alright. You're going to protect the LexCorp Exobyte data scans. There's 3 of them. You can see it here in the middle. It's the little area covered by the red shield. You're going to destroy... What would you call the things around them, Ninja Andrew?
Yeah.
Things.
Those things that have the electrical lightning bolt symbol on top.
There you go. I always look to Ninja Andrew for the technical terms.
Yes. Things.
Things.
Alright. So, once you've destroyed those things, it's going to start sending out larger enemies.
The Doomsday guards.
Yes.
You can see.
And basically, they sort of come in the same pattern every time, and you just have to destroy them before they get to this middle thing here and punch it. If they do that, then the things will come back and you'll have to destroy them again in order to start the sequence over. And you'd have to kill I think about 7 Doom Craze guards at each, but I'm not 100% sure. I haven't counted them. It's just an estimate.
Definitely. We'll come back after everything and do the collections, right?
That's right, yes. So if you see us pass by collections while we're doing the episode, do not worry, we will get them.
It's just easier because the group's not waiting on you then.
Yeah. So you can see here, like, you still have the Protect LexCorp Exobyte data scans, and it hasn't changed at all yet. You don't have 1 of 3 yet, so that means that you still have enemies.
Yes. And here come the little fellas now.
There we go. So now that it's changed to 1 out of 3, you know that it's time to move on to the next section. You can, like, kill these guys, but you can sort of just, like, fly through them and go for the things, and they'll get destroyed.
You have to be careful at whatever level you're at, because they can do a lot of damage to you if they all aggro on you.
Like over there. I like the little aggro.
Your coffee in the morning?
Yep.
Wait.
My aggro bitty cereal.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Alright. So just, like, try to keep your eyes out anywhere around the, that point for the larger Doom-crazed guards. And as long as you see them early enough, which you should be able to if you're looking for them. You'll have plenty of time. And just sort of like, once you get one on one side, assume that one's coming from somewhere else. They're never going to come from the same spot twice in a row.
Except at that last little area where they're all kind of coming down that.
Oh, yeah.
There.
But at least we'll be able to see them all at that time. Shouldn't be too many more now. Maybe one or two, yeah. And just remember to use your combos wisely. Try to get the most damage out of them. You can see now we've done 2 out of 3, so we can just fly over all of this stuff and land at the next set of thingies that are around the shield. If you're going for a speed run on this, essentially you're looking to get here and destroy these as quickly as possible as you're going through this section, just so that it'll start the
Guard.
the actual guards coming, yeah, because you'll only get through it once they start, so. They'll either come from sort of like the street here or over this little hill and down from the house, so just keep your eyes out. They won't come from behind it or whatever, so. And luckily they always make that noise so that you can tell that there's one around.
Now they're coming in kind of a group here.
Don't feel overwhelmed, guys. Just keep working on the one that's next closest, and you'll do fine. Alright. So now you're gonna fight the Doomcrazed Giant.
Kind of your first mini boss.
Anything we want to watch out for?
I think you want to stay away from his feet, because he does that deadly dust attack, or whatever it is.
At least for us. If you're like the tank or whatever, you're fine. But, just want to keep an eye out for area of effect attacks around you too, in case you need to roll up onto the hills. I don't know if he still does that attack anymore, but he used to do one that would just wipe you really quick if you weren't paying attention.
We're burning him pretty fast, so...
We've got a good DPS and a good tank in here.
Oh, crap.
Woo! Was it his Dirt Devil attack?
I don't know what hit me, but it hit me fast and hard.
Woo!
Can you get to me? Oh.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were, you know what I mean? I thought both of you went down over there. I didn't see that you were behind me.
No problem.
Oh, Jesus. What's attacking me now? Military Crate and Lantern. Yeah. Alright, so we'll just head over to the next objective, which is going to be this console that they activated on here. And yes, I will follow Misty.
So you're going to capture, well, you have to basically just beat the doomed forward and citizen down until the gear appears above their head, capture on them.
Oh, great.
Somebody just knocks at Kingdom Come.
They just, like, knocked it in the direction that we didn't want to go in.
You just have to run it kind of over to these tubes that we're going to capture it in, but you can see the timer running down so it breaks free. That's going to happen to you at least twice.
Now we're back where we started.
Yep.
If you're going for the speed feed and you're confident of your ability, bless you, to survive, then you can sort of split up the group a little bit, maybe go 2 and 2 to each point to save some time as well. Okay, so they've bought the first one to the first point. There's 4 more to go. You can see the little arrows on Misty's mini-map.
Going back over to the left and down, that's usually the pattern that most people take in here.
Just sort of going around in a circle kind of thing.
Clockwise. Usually about the time you get to where I am, he's going to break out.
Yeah.
You're doing a little better there.
Ooh.
Yep.
Who keeps throwing stuff, man? Don't need any of that in here. There you go. Like, just... Sorry, I'm not complaining.
But you are.
But I am.
Nice.
You know? Alright. There's one right here. Yeah, those guys are going for the next one, so I'm gonna go for the one that's closer. Save a little bit of time.
For sure.
You're just trying to get them back to those points as quickly as possible, guys. There we go. Okay.
So one more. And the next mini boss.
I'm looking forward to it.
But you know, after that, it moves pretty rapid.
Yeah, this is a very quick little alert, guys. If you're looking for something in Tier 1 that's like really easy to do, I would suggest this is one of the ones that's like very quick to do, plus good rewards if you have a good group. Sometimes getting through here can be a little bit tricky if you have people who don't know what they're doing, or maybe taking their time a little bit more than they should be, but if you have a good group, you can definitely get through this one quickly.
I like how they appear out of thin air.
You know?
Right on your face. Dang it.
Damn. I like how it doesn't let me use my attacks after I've dropped it. That's nice. And once again, like, what is this? Get this out of here. Not helping anybody, you know?
You know?
If you're gonna use objects, slam once, throw it the second time, and that way you will use it twice and destroy it. You know?
Speaking of slams, watch out for her slam
Yes.
and stomp. And as you're fighting her, it'll say like stasis pad overload and like just right on cue. And that's going
There you
to
go.
unleash the ones that you just captured.
Again, to destroy you. So the faster you destroy her, the less of them you'll have to deal with. She might get another one out here in a second.
Probably will.
Yep. All you're really worried about is her, guys. You don't have to worry too much about the other guys unless you're like, don't have a healer in your group's weak or whatever. Alrighty then.
Okay. What kind of loot did we get? Yeah, it's tank.
Something for a tank, I'm betting.
Of course.
I didn't even have to look.
So now you're gonna head over here and turn yourself into a scientist. Fancy.
Why didn't I turn into a scientist? Oh, there we go. Hey.
You didn't meet the qualifications. Sorry.
I know, right? I'm a creation scientist.
Nice. Then you're gonna come in here. You're gonna fool them into thinking that you're really a scientist. They're gonna bitch that, hey, you're late or whatever.
You look at your clock, to your wristwatch, you're like, oh. And then you turn into Doomsday. Oh my god.
And then you're going to, quote, relieve the scientists of their responsibilities.
Excellent.
And then destroy the LexCorp Doomsday equipment and revert Doom clone citizens by beating the crap out of them.
So basically, just go nuts as Doomsday and destroy everything. The quicker you beat down on the scientists, the quicker you'll get through here, because the other two objectives are very easy and quick to do. The scientists is the long one. So if you see the scientists around, just go for them. Don't worry about the other ones, because they'll get done. And he has some interesting moves. You want to talk about them maybe a little? How to use them, or?
If you want to talk about those, that's perfectly fine.
If you look down at the bottom bar, guys, he's got like one that looks like he's doing a backhand flip or a handspring there in the first slot. That's like a spin kick that you can use to close the distance, because he doesn't actually have a ranged attack. If you hit triangle, nothing happens. So you're just basically using square combos, and that'll help you close the range when you are in the middle of your combos as well, or want to do some extra damage. Then he has one that looks like throwing knives. That's to throw like a bunch of bone spikes or whatever. And that does a lot of damage, especially close range if you hit somebody with all of them. So that's like just a good one for the next boss fight, actually, because you're going to be wanting to do a lot of range damage and not close the distance between you and the boss. Same as the next ability that looks like somebody screaming or yelling. That's another one that you're going to want to use at range for the best effect, because it does more hits for heavier hits at a ranged distance for whatever reason. It's like he does a shout, and if you do it right, you'll get the best effect out of it. And then the last one that looks like a fist, he kind of like claps his hands, and that also like hits a bunch of stuff, either close up or at range. So you're basically going to want to try and use the last three abilities as much as possible in this next boss fight, and sort of try to avoid getting too much damage. So you can see here, we want to sort of head over to where this next fight is going to start from.
We've invested billions researching your DNA, and you're not going anywhere.
3 times the fun.
Sweet. One at a time, they're not that bad, but they can still do quite a bit of damage to you. I wouldn't try to take one on just by yourself. This is your first time. Unless you're a super beast DPS and, you know what I mean, then whatever. But for the most part, just try to use those last 3 abilities to do your range damage. It's going to keep you alive the best. Unfortunately, his health regenerative effects, are no longer in effect. He used to just cure or heal himself naturally if you weren't getting damaged, so you could just roll out of the fight for a couple seconds. But now you're having to watch your health, maybe use a potion, or playing too many RPGs lately, use a soda, just to keep yourself alive. So you just want to pay attention, keep track as best as possible, so you don't die or have the team wipe. Hey, more tank gear.
Sweet.
So now we're headed over to, this is like the Kent barn, isn't it?
Yes.
If you're playing this for the first time, that'll get you the exploration feat for Smallville, as well as for exploring all of the alerts in the classic game, if you've been following along with us. The reason it's not popping up for us right now is we already did it. But we're not telling anybody that, so it's okay. Oop.
Except you just did.
No, I didn't. I'll deny it to the end.
Ninja Andrew giving away ninja secrets.
Boom. So in here, you just want to activate on the consoles and destroy the last few doom-crazed citizens or dudes or whatever they're called.
And these are a little tougher because they're enraged. We probably should have finished killing them before we set off Doomsday, but...
Ah. He's my buddy.
Well, they're gonna kill me, so...
Are they?
They're over here aggroed on me.
They won't kill you.
Alas, Doomsday DNA only works on non-exobited test subjects. Unfortunately, parasite DNA infused with it should have fixed that problem. If only.
Alright, so at the back of the room behind Doomsday, there's a a module that looks kind of like a crystal or something, like an old style, what were those things called? Yeah, those things, Andrew. Great job.
I have no idea what you're trying to say.
You know those tubes that you would have in a radio? What are they called? People are like, tubes, radio, man, what the... What century are you in?
Well, let me stop real quick to say, you have to come out and you have to activate on those 4 boxes to bring down the shield so they can put, whatever
the radio transistor.
the radio tube that Andy's talking about. So you
I
can
know what I'm
tune into
talking
the
about.
fireside chats with FDR.
Yeah, man. You're basically going to try and destroy him down to about halfway here, or as close as possible, because he will activate his shielding again, I guess, and you'll have to pick up the thing and carry it to another identical point and do yet again the same thing. So he'll probably do that in a second here. You'll see the
timer running down above his head.
Yeah.
If any of the iconics go down, you can pick them up. Alright, I'm picking it up. Somebody needs to go grab the shield.
Yep. Do you want to tell them about your little...
I like to run under the water tower and trap him here. You'll see.
Like a ninja?
He'll get stuck right there. And then you can run over here and pop
it into the...
Yes.
There we go.
And then you just slide over here and finish him off. It just gives you a little bit of protection. Throw me a little bit of power when you get a second.
I can't. You want to know why?
Why?
Because I went in to activate on the last box and the tank came over and activated on it like a half second before me. So I got stuck in the animation.
Nice.
Nice. Thank you, DC. Awesome.
I threw my supercharge, so that...
There you go. The brilliance of being an electric healer. Being able to throw your own power when you need it.
You can see we're going to burn him down here. If your group is not quite powerful enough to do that, you'll go through this same scenario one more time. But fortunately, we didn't have to. So.
Just helps from preventing him from bumping you up in the air quite as high and knocking you all over the place.
Yes, exactly. Okay, so we're going to do the collections now?
Sure.
Where do you want to
just up here on the tower, guys.
You're going to start up there?
You want to fly up? Yeah.
Treasure chest?
Yep. Boom. Alright. So then just down at the bottom of this tower is the first collection. The green investigation. Then it's into the Kent barn for another up here. Okay.
This will be our first blue one.
Nice.
For Daily Planet Live with new information on the doomsday threat in Smallville. Our sources confirm that a clandestine LexCorp research arm is using Smallville to test unproven exobyte-derived DNA technology.
It's a pretty expansive area, and you only use, a limited amount of it.
Yeah, and you could spend a lot of time flying around looking for these things, you know?
Definitely.
So just at the bottom of this sign here, guys, sign says, Home of the Smallville Crows. Boom. Just for a quick reference, there's also a yellow one up on this tower here. And sometimes you'll also find the treasure chest up here, so just if you're looking for another location for it, that can be one to check for. We'll also come over here. This location here where I'm standing is another location for the treasure chest, so just in case. I know sometimes you're looking to complete something like a collection or whatever, so of like styles.
Point of reference. There's the beginning of the instance. So this building's going to be up and to your right.
That's a good idea for sure. And then you've got a green one down here. I actually did pick that up already, so that'll be just you. Then up on the roof of this building, there's another blue one.
And once again, there's where you came in. So it's going to be up and to your left.
Sometimes the treasure chest can be down underneath in here. There's also a yellow token here. I don't think I need any of those, do you?
I do, because there was one that somebody picked up during the mission, and I saw that I needed it, so.
Okay, for sure.
It's not going to be the 14 white corns that we pick up, so.
You know? Another location for the treasure chest in this little corner here, guys. Just looking around for more yellows as well. And it used to give you like a whole bunch of treasure chests, but not so much anymore. Give me a second. There we go. Headphones fell off. There we go. Okay, so there's a green one here.
This is where you're fighting the Doomcray citizens and bringing them over to the stasis chambers. So
This is sort of right next to the stasis chambers, yeah.
You'll see that as you're doing the mission.
Yeah. I'll go up here.
And you can see in relation, here's the stasis chambers where you fight Lady Doombringer. Right up here in the window, you're going to have the blue.
This is Lois Lane for Daily Planet Live. Residents of Metropolis may recall the horror of Doomsday's arrival on Earth to murder.
And you're going to
one more location.
So
What's that?
I was just saying that you're going to head back out to the area where the scientists and everything are, but you're picking up the yellow behind the billboard.
Yep, yellow, and sometimes there's also, this is another location for treasure chests, actually. Okay, so sometimes like the houses around here that you'll see on either side of the street will sometimes have yellows like in the front porch areas, so that's another spot to check.
For sure.
I'm just going to do that real quick, but I don't see one here. Or there. Okay. the last two, or here's one inside the porch. There's one more green and one more blue that we need.
Here's the green.
You found it inside the tent?
Yeah.
Sweet.
And I'm trapped by my bat drone, so let me get rid of that. And just to give you an idea, okay, you see there's a house here. It's the tent that's directly behind this house.
Sort of the large middle tent.
Yes. And the last
Not the one by Roberts.
is going to be behind the satellite dish.
Nice.
And just to give you a point of reference for that, so it's kind of diagonally across from, there's the tent in the distance where we got the green, and then behind the satellite dish here is your last blue.
So that's everything.
That is everything. So I will fly back over here to the entrance of the barn.
Sweet.
And we will see you next time for, I believe, it's the Watchtower Containment Facility.
I like it there.
You like to be contained, don't you?
Yes.
Sweet.
In facilities.
With people watching you.
Yep. Tower roll.
Sounds disturbing.
Yep.
Alright, guys. So, like, subscribe, comments, questions, suggestions. You know where to find us on YouTube. And we will see you next time for more epic adventures with DorkNinjaGaming.
Sweet.
Bye.
Woot.